Hello and welcome to my first de facto podcast episode featuring my sister as my guest. If you remember, Rebecca, my sister. Okay, I didn't introduce you yet, but okay, but never mind. But the discussion, and I haven't told her what it is, but yeah. It's good to have these discussions with young women. Technically, that's my sister, even though I see her as a baby still. But it's good to have these discussions. So basically, what's happened is that this lady starts this discussion about if men can have some kind of Viagra thing that makes them like... Don't look at me like that. Let me land.
I don't like this for your ambition.
It's like, no, listen. So like this thing that will make them stop having like this like crazy sex drive that like basically makes them objectify women and stuff like that all the time. Like, you know, when they can't feed, they're like, no, I have to cheat on my wife because she's breastfeeding my baby and she's not breastfeeding me. Essentially like that. So basically something to get rid of that mindset and
so having a lack of restraint.
Yeah, like getting rid of that. And like a lot of men will be like, I'm not going to do my work because I'm thinking about my hot co-worker and things like that. It's like that. That's useless behaviour, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So it's just like things like that. So, and then what a guy responded to, like he quote tweeted her tweet and it got like 19k likes. I really don't know why everyone's pretending as if men want to change when they literally like it like this. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, if men don't have a sexual desire towards women, then basically we're just going to take away all your rights because there's no reason why we'd want to be around you anyway. So basically they're admitting that they only care about women for sex and that. So yeah, that's what the discussion is.
We've been known that.
Exactly.
Next topic. We've been known that.
Not next topic.
Next caller.
And I didn't know whether to like, because I don't want to put the screenshots because it's very disgusting. Like, but of like this game. Have you heard of this game on Steam? I don't know. I think it's a gaming company, Steam, and they had this like brace yourself. It's like this game. They created this game on there where it's a guy. You play as a guy. And
it's like a simulation game.
Yeah,
I think I know where you're going.
Yeah, and it's basically says show no mercy to any woman, and that's including mothers, sisters.
And on that note, I'm clocked out.
See, look, we have to talk about things like this, though. Yeah, no. I know, but it's really bad. We have to.
It's a problem.
It is a problem. Like, because I don't know, because you do a course where I don't think you'll see much of the misogyny we saw in school together, because we went to the same schools, like consistently we've been to the same schools except the same universities. Like my sister goes to a different university than I went to, and I think for your course I don't think you'll see that as much, but obviously in my course I told you there was like these guys in philosophy, these philosophy bros. They're just very annoying first of all, like, but at the same time it's just like this is where it starts. Training guys not to see women as anything more.
Because I have something similar. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, as I tell it. Because this was during first year. So, I'm not sure if I told you, but me and my friend, I'm going to call her Stacey. Me and my friend Stacey, we like our university, it has 2 campuses. So we went to the other campus because it had more variety. It's bigger. It's much bigger than our one because our one is like more...
Do you want to follow me to the kitchen?
It's more, yeah.
Sorry, because we're making our food and we are hungry. So, yeah, sorry, come here. Sorry, that one is the air fryer.
It's more creative based. And the other one is more like business based, like focused and stuff like that, sports.
Yeah.
And then, so... me and my friend, we literally went over there because the after-school curriculars is like, they have basketball. Okay. And we're like, oh, let's go and do some basketball.
The basketball story. Yeah, I do know this. Okay.
But yeah, we went to just go and do basketball. Literally, we just wanted to go and play basketball. And like, maybe the first day, mind you, I already got asked, oh, by the way, I think you're really beautiful, you know.
Yeah.
And, oh, can I have your snap and that? And it's like, it's just awkward. Like, so already, like, this is the thing. You can't just play a game. Yeah. You can't just do something because it's motivated by something else.
Exactly, because you know how these guys like to say friend zone?
Yeah.
They F-zone women. Yeah. F-zone, date zone.
Yeah.
You already write us off.
Yeah.
But the thing is, women give men a chance before they do something. Yeah. They don't just write men off just like that. Mm-hmm. You have to have done something first, so it's rare. It's rare that women just write them off. There's always an excuse. There's always something that those men have either done that has made the women uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. It made it uncomfortable because it's like, imagine if I go back there again.
Yep.
it's gonna be so weird. Like, it's so awkward. It's gonna be so awkward because it's like we just come there to play basketball, and you're already asking us for our snaps. It's just weird.
It's weird because like these are the same guys.
So can we not just come and play basketball?
Yeah, exactly. Because these are the same guys who say that they can't be friends with women, but then at the same time, they want to be friends with women. They'll say that, oh, why don't I have any female friends? If we were allowed to have female friends, if women just wanted to be around us. Like, do you know what being a friend is? Because whenever we do that, you always seem to have this different idea of what a friend actually is.
Yeah.
And that's why you guys act like that.
Yeah.
But does Dad like tomatoes? You don't like tomatoes? Okay.
He doesn't like cucumbers either.
So what does he like?
No, I'll do it.
Okay. Sorry, try to feed a man is just like, because they're quite picky, you know. I think men on average are pickier eaters than women. I'm not gonna lie, I've rarely ate. And if a woman is picky, it's most likely she's gonna make the food for herself anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's like me. That's one of the key reasons why I'm a vegetarian. I'm sorry. I'm not sharing my food with anyone.
Because no one wants to eat.
Yeah, no one wants to eat it, especially mum and dad.
That's actually funny. But yeah, so getting back onto the topic, right? So basically, like, there's these ideas. So, and this is where it starts. Like, obviously, me and you were adults now, but it hasn't changed much from when we were teenagers and kids. Yeah. And then, like, these guys, they teach each other, especially the older ones to the youngest ones, that women and girls are supposed to be F-zoned. And they honestly don't see you outside of a sexual manner. And then when we say that, apparently we're misandrous. But when they say it, they're just keeping it real or telling the truth. Yeah. Does he want salad cream or that?
Give me some of this.
Okay. And then, but when we say it, we're being misandrous or man-haters. We're just lying, hysterical. Because I remember there was a video of a lady that she was on a cruise by herself. And she was like doing all sort of deadbolts and that on the cruise. Yeah. And then, okay, let's go and give Dad this. So as I was saying, on the this lady, she was on a cruise by herself and she was putting all sorts of locks in her hotel, the cabin door. Yeah. And then you just see men in the comments, because someone obviously bought it from TikTok and posted it on Twitter, as people do for some strange reason, I don't know why. But I guess it's okay if you're just on Twitter, so you get to see what's going on TikTok anyway. Yeah. But all the men were just like, oh, she's hysterical. She obviously watches true crime too much. And it's like, you guys are crazy. Because that was a few months before all that crap started happening, and we started seeing all the cases like Giselle Pellico and all of that, like all these cases, that Miss Switzerland being blended, her body being blended in a blender by her husband. You know, those, I forgot what her name is, but the Olympian, she was like Kenyan. Yeah. She went home and her husband burned her alive or something. Like, it's just like all these stories, and then you're saying that it's crazy for women to want to deadlock their cabin door or something. Like, these hotels, some of them traffic people. If you're staying in an Airbnb, there's literally so many documentaries. I'm not even joking. I know at least 3 documentaries, like on Sky TV, of like women being filmed without their consent in these Airbnbs by these male Airbnb hosts. It's like, this is where it starts. You don't believe women should have agency. You don't believe women should have responsibility over their own bodies. You don't believe women should decide to terminate pregnancies that happen to their bodies. You don't believe women should be able to vote. But at the same time, you're holding women to account for every little thing and every big thing and everything they don't do. All these decisions that happen to them and they don't make themselves. And that's where you devalue women's autonomy, women's rights, women's choices. And then the only choice is be a sex doll to me. That game, absolutely disgusting. Yeah, we know. But it's the mindset too. Because women who are responding to it, they said, at this point, it's not even the game we're mad at. It's how many men downloaded it, how many men gave it positive reviews. It was available to boys as young as 12. Can you see that? There's so many different things that are a bigger problem for us. They're teaching each other, essentially, that it's right to think about girls and women like that. Because those boys go to school. It's more likely boys are going to go to school than men are going to work with women. So you're having this start for a young age. And these men, they're teaching young girls that, oh, no, boys your age, they're not serious. I'm serious. The men who want to subjugate you the most. These men are pushing 30, 40, 50, and they think they're true love. Or they'll pretend their true love is a 13-year-old. who's been objectified and sexualized by the boys in her class. So obviously she's going to believe an adult man. Is this ridiculous? Like, I wanted to have this discussion with you simply because, like, obviously I don't know if you knew, but you said that you know something of it.
Yeah.
So it's just like things like this, discussions like this.
It's not the first game. There's multiple games like that.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a lot of games like that. Like these simulator games. This isn't the first of its kind. There's a lot of you would be surprised to come across, especially when it comes to like Japanese technology as well.
Really?
Yeah, like you know how a lot of now I don't want to like say because I don't know the statistics, I don't know the correct thing, but in Japan, you know, they have a lot of games that's like simulation.
Okay.
Because again, they're not very like with the Japanese women.
So just explain.
Yeah, so it's like where it's like a game where they do like Japanese girls, but like it's the way they want them to look or how they would expect them to look, and then it's just all sorts. It's just bad. Like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just very.
So are these like these simulator games then?
Yeah, so it's like
I think I know what you're talking about, because there is those ones where the guys, they wear like the VCR.
Yeah, or imagine it's like a computer game.
Oh,
you know, there's even computer games. Look up, especially in Japan, Japanese people, like they have a lot of those simulator games. If you literally just search up, you'll see some.
We were talking about it the other day. We were like, I literally was actually talking about it today because we went out and then I was saying to my sister, it's like, oh, when girls like anime, I'm like, oh, that's really nice. But when boys like anime, I'm like, ew, why?
Yeah, you have to
like,
like
what's your reason?
Always ask them which one is their favourite.
Because what's the red flags then?
Red flags, if anyone says Sword Art Online.
Oh, so okay, I know that
if
one.
anyone says, what else did I? What should I stop? I stopped watching it. My Hero Academia.
Okay.
If anyone says that, what other anime is there? I'm gonna have to refer back to my list because there's a lot. There's quite a few. I stopped watching.
But you know what? Because you know that whole idea of like women being with guys and they get annoyed that they're always on playing video games and that.
Yeah.
And adults devalue video games and like games as children things, right?
Yeah.
And I think the reason why they sexualize a lot of cartoons, a lot of games, and a lot of films for kids is so they can get through to the boys quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because that game on that Steam gaming thing, whatever, the No Mercy game or whatever, I think that's what it's called. It was available to boys as young as 12. And that's like 12 and up. It's literally like gaming prime. Like when we used to play when I used to play Street Fighter, I was a lot younger, but now I don't have time to play it. But that's how they get to kids, especially because a lot of these games are available where you can talk to other people when you're on the internet. Like with our brother, for instance, he games sometimes, and he games with his friends. So he has like a headset that he talks online, isn't it? So you go online to game with your friends, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's very easy to get through to these people. And the problem is, and I guess that's the problem that we have as women, is that we're the ones who suffer through it though. Yeah. Because your parents, like the mum will talk to her son and be like, oh honey, how are you? And then the mum's like, oh, just leave me alone. It's like, that's where it's coming from. Yeah. The attitude. And when these kids are expressing behavior that's like aggressive, either they're being groomed, they're being exposed to a lot of violent things they shouldn't be watching.
Yeah. You know, even like I was telling you that I watched part of the Street Fighter, the anime, like the animation version. Yeah. I watched part of it because I got my favourite song from there. Yeah. And then literally within seconds of Chun-Li and the guy with the Spanish one with the mask and the claws, like Wolverine, what's his name? I forgot his name. Vega.
The baddie.
Vega.
Yeah.
She was within seconds. The top half of her body was just like ripped, exposed, and I was just like,
"Give me a break!
Give me a break!" I get it, yeah. Clothes rip because he has the claws, but why her top half first? Yeah,
exactly. Obviously.
Do you get me? Like, why her top half
first? It's always a sexualized thing, isn't it?
It's just weird. I
couldn't even winning that one as well.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Oh no, the anime one. You said the anime one.
The animation one. Yeah, that one. I'm not sure because it was just the scene that I watched because the song was playing, but I just clicked out of it and I've just found the song by itself because I was just like, I don't know, I don't get it. Like, even her progression of, like, the outfits she wears. Like, of course there's versatility, but it's just getting shorter and shorter and more revealing by the minute. Like, I think it's called the Kimpo.
Okay.
That she wears. It's like just like this section. Dress? Yeah. It just gets shorter and shorter every time. Like, from the progression, if you see because we have like the old one, the old Street Fighter as well. We have the old one. Yeah. And you can see her clothing style then. Like, she had leggings, leggings on underneath as well, even if it was short. But now she has just her bare legs. And men can come up with any excuse and say, oh, it's for mobility, it's for this. I'm just like, you can kick that. Like what I was telling you when they were talking about, is it Demon Slayer or whatever, the one that has that girl that looks like a little girl but she's like a demon, and then she was like actually a thousand. And then people are like, they're justifying. I saw a post, I wish I could find it, but there was a post that was like, oh yeah, she's like 1,000 years old. No, because here's the thing, because basically she stayed in the appearance she died in. Yeah. But she's not a child. I'm pretty sure she is not the only female human inside the show. Or the female person inside the show. But they go out of their way to say they like that one. That one in particular. Because she resembles a child. I hate when people try and play both sides, because it's the idea. The ideal wife, quote unquote, or the ideal woman, quote unquote, for the patriarchy is a little girl who knows nothing and relies on men and doesn't have any education. Because then I was watching part of a documentary yesterday on YouTube. Like, you know that My Big Fat G-word wedding? We're not really supposed to say that. Traveller wedding. Like that. The girls literally just get married off and then they don't have any education past like primary school. And remember, I told you I watched one in particular. She didn't reveal her background to her job. She got a job. Yeah, they don't. No, but the thing is, I liked her because she got a job. She made her own money. Yeah. And then she got married, and she was old enough to get married, and she made that decision herself. And it's like a lot of them just get. They do this thing where they get grabbed. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, but she didn't. She didn't. She made sure that she had everything first. In the documentary, and I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying everyone should be like her. But that's just like a different example. And it's sad because then you have to alienate yourself from the rest of your family. Exactly. Yeah. Just to get away from the toxic culture. Yeah. In the documentary, you just see the boys pulling away the girls into the shadows, and then they'll be like, oh, sometimes they don't want to kiss, so you have to like force them. Yeah. And it's just, they're like, you know, it's very pitiful existence when you have to force someone to submit to your depravity. Exactly. And you're pretending as if you're the logical ones. And then that's the reason why I wanted to have the conversation with you, because then you're younger than me, obviously. And it's just like, I do worry for you sometimes, but it's just like you have a good head on your shoulders anyway. I don't have to do much, but it's good. So I'm actually proving to people I actually have these conversations with you. You know, sometimes I'm just yapping, and then she's literally just listening to me, because we share a room. So like she has no choice but to listen to me sometimes. But I try and make it interesting though. But at the same time, it's just like it's important, because this is the world we're living in. Like, we're living in this world and nobody cares about us. Yeah. So we're the only ones who have to care about each other. It's annoying. I don't like that. Because we only have each other, and that's why we can't stand male-centered women. Yeah. Because then they're literally forfeiting the sisterhood. But then when the men inevitably treat them like crap, they want to come back and be like, oh, we're the feminists. They're supposed to care about me. No, that's the thing. I can't stand it. There's no reckoning. There's no... bartering or trying to talk to somebody that's made their mind because up. It's like, these are the women who are going to be future boy mums, and they'll be defending their rapist sons, and it's just, they're like, we don't have time for that, and I don't have time to wait for you to change. So we're just not going to be honest. So so that's pretty much the end of the discussion, really. So in the future we'll try and do more videos like this, and because my sister's at uni, so I don't really want to bother her. Yeah, and at the same time, as well, from what I've said, again, I don't know like proper statistics, but this is just from what I've seen and stuff. Yeah, no. And I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to say the wrong thing. No, it's okay. No. It's the truth. I think the best ones are literally the ones you speak from experience, innit? Right. Yeah, like if you're telling the truth, because your truth is basically the truth. The only people who know the truth are you and the people that were involved in it. Yeah. So it's just, that's the truth. So like, that's it essentially.
Have a nice day, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Yes, bye, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Like and subscribe, and smash that like button.